and it'll tweet out to you as soon as I hit this button right here.
So what's up?
And we're starting. And we're live.
Hi, everybody.
Hey guys. So, looks like we did not watch any movies this week.
Well, we did, but they're none that were really of interest.
Well, nothing new. How about that? Does that sound better?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
So, what was the last movie you watched?
Last movie I watched. Man, I just had a lot of movies in the background. I think the last one I remember watching was I rewatched Tremors.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's on Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna watch that a
that
couple
movie's
days ago,
fucking gold.
but instead I decided to watch. I'm in the middle of watching Saving Private Ryan again, which will inevitably lead to me rewatching the series Band of Brothers for like the 20th time.
Yeah, he's not even kidding.
I watched it like 2 months ago. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah, it's like that was the last movie I watched, and then I picked up like 3 different animes that I've been watching all simultaneously.
Look, Annie's here. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie. I should probably bring up our.
Oh my God, you are such a bad co-host.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't fucking lie.
Yeah, I'm not really that sorry. I should probably bring up our video so I can eyeball the chat.
Yeah, talking to the people is kind of nice.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry,
anyways,
people.
we, like I was saying, we did not go see any movies in theaters this week. Instead, we decided, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna watch every movie trailer ever made. I mean, we watched, I think, 12 movie trailers today, just to prepare for this.
Yeah.
And
It was. It's addictive.
yeah,
No fucking lie.
but the good thing is we've got plenty of stuff to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
So let's. I think we should just start with the worst one of the lot. What do you think?
Ripped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ripped. God, that looks so bad.
And for those of you not aware of the premise of this fucking worst piece of shit,
Yeah.
it's essentially
Hot
these
Tub
two
Time
guys.
Machine. It's Hot Tub Time Machine.
It's a shittier version of Hot Tub Time Machine, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah. Well, they did make a second one. And no, I did not see it.
I watched the first one. It's mediocre at best. I don't plan to see the second one. Anyways, we're talking about this piece of shit, not that piece of shit.
Yeah.
Now, the premise is these two fucks, they get in their van, they crash or get stopped on the way to see this big old concert, and then they go, you know what, we're stuck here, let's smoke some pot. They smoke pot and then go into a coma for 30 years.
And
Ignoring the logistics of how you would die if you were just like in a comatose state for 30 years with no help.
But okay, so here's the thing: the black guy, he gets fat somehow.
They both get fat.
Well, the black guy gets really fat.
Yeah, like earthquake fat. You
Oh
know who
God.
Earthquake is?
Yeah, Earthquake's
Go,
awesome.
go check his shit out. He's fucking hilarious.
I love Earthquake. So, and then what does it turn into? It basically turns into American Pie with two middle-aged random guys.
Yeah. Imagine a modern comedy, but instead of teenagers, it's all done with adults.
Well, I mean, like there was Neighbors. And
Yeah, but at least they had an adult aspect to it.
yeah, that's true. I mean, they were still talking like teenagers.
Yeah, and the
In this
teenagers are
film.
actually teenagers. These are guys who have not changed from the mindset.
Yeah, it looks so shit. I mean, oh my god, it just looks garbage.
Though I hate to say this, but I did laugh at one of the quote unquote jokes.
I think I
Well,
did too. Out of the entire thing, and they always put the best jokes in the
in the
in
trailers.
the trailer, and I kind of
Wait,
at one of
was it
them.
the one where they're in the cemetery? They're looking at their own graves.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's cause I'm black. That shit was hilarious.
yeah, yeah. I don't know why I laughed at that. It plays out like this. Little girl comes up and goes, "You shouldn't be smoking cigarettes." And he goes, "Well, we're ghosts." She goes, "If you're ghosts, how come I can see you? I can't see through you." And he goes, "Cause I'm black, bitch." Oh, I don't know why that's funny. I
Yeah. Oh God.
it's like with Dave Chappelle. The jokes are funny because it's blacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his whole spiel. Oh, Annie, it is. Oh, it is so bad. It has that one fuck Russell Peters from. I only know him from Netflix. I've never seen his specials outside Netflix, and I don't even know who the black guy is. As you hear Subby tip
Um,
tapping, tangoing away.
who was that? That was that Cedric the Entertainer?
Was it?
I don't know. It could have been. Fuck it. Now I gotta look. Uh, the black guy.
No, no, like name, no real facial description, just black guy.
Oh,
We can't.
It's Faison Love. I've never heard of him before.
I haven't either, but he off my one impression of him, I don't know if I like him or not.
Yeah.
Hey, hateful. Also, screw you. We've been preparing this for an hour.
Yeah. We did this for you, hateful, because you pressured us.
Yeah, you said you wanted a good stream. We were trying to give you premium entertainment. See, at our cores, we are entertainers to help you, the good folks at home, enjoy the monotony of life.
Enjoy the monotony of uh, watching trailers without actually having to do it.
We watch so you don't have to.
That should be our tagline. Oh, I should probably. I'm a dumbass. I'm gonna switch to our other thing here. I'm a fucking
Hi,
tard.
Thrax.
Hi, Thorax. How's it going, buddy? You were talking.
And anyways, that the whole premise is like, as we said, it's like they go back in time. This guy has this huge fucking crush on the girl next door, and then he finds her later, and I guess she's single, and she still finds teenage boys attractive, at least the personality of it.
And she kicks him in the nuts.
She kicks him in the nuts. The first thing that happens is she kicks him in the nuts, which yeah, that's exactly what a fucking adult would do.
Yeah.
You open the door, you find out it's this guy, and you kick him right square in the balls.
The movie looks bad. Don't go see it. We're not gonna go see it. The,
It's super. If it comes out for free, we might suffer through it,
yeah.
but I'm not paying money towards that piece of
Oh
shit.
fuck no. I mean, I think it's one of maybe two movies on this entire list today that I probably will not go see.
Yeah. Well, there's a few on that list that I know I'm probably not going to see, but
Unless I pressure you into it.
yeah, it's kind of like Walking Dead. Somebody just keeps like turn the prod. It's like, oh fuck yeah, I'll go
It's
watch
okay.
it.
I still haven't watched. There's three shows I haven't watched that you caught up on. That nope. I
Wait. Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow.
yeah. I can't. I just can't find it in my heart to do it to myself.
At least finish Flash because it was moderately interesting.
Okay, I'll
I'm
watch
curious
it.
as where it is. If you don't watch any others, just watch that one.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know. The thing is I'm gonna watch them. It's just a matter of I don't know, finding the will to do it. And
Yeah, that's the same feeling I get whenever I try to watch The Walking Dead.
yeah, it's just so hard. Oh, so Thrax, there's a movie called Ripped that is coming out, and it looks garbage, so don't go
It's it's
watch it.
a it's a weed comedy that's not funny.
Yeah.
Grandma's Boy. This film is not.
No, it really is not.
But that's like top tier weed comedy movies.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we'll put it this way. I didn't even like Half Baked.
Well, that's because Half Baked is a mediocre movie that's funny if you're in middle school
Or really, really fucking high. But even when I was
or
high, I didn't like it.
or drunk for that matter.
Yep, didn't like it then either. I've watched it a couple times. There's a couple funny parts like who's coming with me? Do you want to be my girlfriend? I'm a lesbian. That's the only that's one of the only parts that I actually remember from that movie.
I remember so much more that I wish I didn't.
But okay, so let's just move away from the total garbage to
Killer's flying, yo.
what?
Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
Okay, let's move away from the complete and total garbage to the semi-total garbage. And so Wesley Snipes, I didn't know he was making movies again. I thought he was still in prison. Seriously,
That's a funny joke because it makes me think of Demolition Man.
well,
See?
well, I mean, he was in prison.
True.
Wait, you know, he went to prison for tax evasion, right?
Yeah, man.
So, anyways, The Recall is the movie that he's in. It looks like
Wait, is this a remake?
I don't. No, I don't think so. Are you fine?
I'll look it up.
God.
I'll give damnation to Subby's AC unit.
So The Recall. When I first started watching this, I was like, "Is this Wrong Turn? Like, did they remake Wrong Turn and just forget to call it Wrong Turn?" Because seriously, isn't that how that opening sequence in that trailer looks? Is they pull up to the gas station, it looks like Wrong Turn land, and there's a dead body in the back of a truck or something.
You could argue that for a lot of fucking films.
Well, this film, that's the way it felt to me initially. And then suddenly, aliens. There's
Well,
crazy.
no. Suddenly Wesley Snipes, then suddenly aliens.
Yeah. Suddenly, Wesley Snipes is a fucking I don't know. I'm just gonna assume he's former military, probably like a ranger or some shit.
No, he was an astronaut.
Was he?
Yeah,
Well,
because in the trailer it talked about how, oh, it's this astronaut that went missing, and everybody argued there's, there's a dead body in the window.
did I say that? Am I that tired right now that I said those words?
Possibly.
No, it was in the dead body was in the back of a truck that this guy was taking a picture of, like, because it was like this, rusty old truck. He took a picture of the truck, and then he went around and he saw a tarp covering something, and there was blood coming out of it. So I'm assuming dead body, and I first thought, did we go wrong turn into black man country or something? I'm really confused.
That was a cougar in the back of the truck.
Like what are we talking? Like the furry cougar or the hot older lady cougar?
The cat broski. I don't think you go hunting for cougars up in the mountains. You go hunting for cougars in LA bars.
Okay. I don't know. I don't go hunting for cougars in either sense, so.
Anyways,
I'm sitting here, I'm like playing with my headphones, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
anyways, so Wesley Snipes shows up out of nowhere. He's in the role of an astronaut who went missing, presumed abducted, and it turns out that he was abducted, and now he's trying to fight back against the aliens that have been preparing for this singular day that he's also been trying to prepare for to defend against them.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like a mixture of, I don't know if anybody, I know Tanuki has not seen the movie Fire in the Sky, but it looks like a cross between that and Independence Day.
Oh, Thrax, you don't want to try to keep us on our toes right now because Subby's tired and I just want to make fun of him.
Yeah, I've been awake for far too long. So, anyways, moving on with my life. Now that I'm borderline retarded here, so I don't know what's going on really. I don't know. It looks okay. I'm not.
I'm gonna see it because I kind of like that shitty low budget sci-fi a little bit. It's one of my guilty pleasure things.
Yeah. I mean, it looks decent. I'll probably. I mean, obviously, I'll probably see it too because if you're gonna go see it, I might as well see it, and then we can do a review of it.
Yeah, and then talk about how shitty it is.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be like the best movie we're gonna see this year.
No, Annie, there are people who do know how to make movies.
They
It's
just.
just no, they're never put in the mainstream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are some mainstream movies that are pretty good. I mean, what did we see recently that was good? There was something.
Wonder Woman wasn't bad.
Wonder Woman was not bad.
Uh, Skull Island.
Skull Island was fantastic. Seriously, I think that's probably in my. I don't know. I think at the end of the year, I'm gonna tease this now, so that way it will force both of us to do this. At the end of the year, we're gonna do a top 10 movies of 2017.
Then we get to go back and listen to all the movies we talked about.
Well, no, what we can do, we should actually start keeping a list of the movies that we watch.
Well, I mean, we do a pre-start list.
Yeah, but I haven't kept any of them. I should probably keep them, huh?
Well, you can go back through our conversations.
That's true.
And
So, anyways,
copy them down.
we can talk about that later. But, anyways, end of the year, top 10 movies of 2017. Look forward to that.
We'll both give our own lists.
Yeah.
Possibly, we'll see. We'll talk about it. Anyways, moving on from that.
There's actually a fan film that I randomly found a trailer for it, and apparently it comes out sometime this month. I don't know if it's already come out or if it's coming out later.
See, he didn't tell me this was a fan film,
I didn't know.
and I just was watching this and go, man, this trailer's fucking shit quality, man. They fucking Warner Brothers really need to fucking up their game and get better cinematographers and fucking audio engineers. And then he goes, "Oh wait, it's fan film." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Well, yeah, I looked it
can
up
let
after
that
I
go.
watched the damn thing. So, anyways, the movie's called Voldemort: Origins of the Heir. It is a fan film. It's a prequel to the very first Harry Potter movie, and it's how Tom Riddle killed the heir of Hufflepuff, and the heir of Gryffindor is trying to fight him.
Yeah, so it could take on like a detective style kind of thing,
Yeah.
and I'd be interested in seeing that because somebody knows that I hate Harry Potter. I don't hate the books.
You don't
I
even
hate-
hate the
I-
movies.
I don't even hate the movies. Well, I do hate the movies, but they're very specific films. I hate the original Harry Potter series. Like, I hate Harry, I hate Hermione, I hate Ron, I hate fucking Draco, I hate all those fuckers.
But you like the universe.
I love the fucking universe.
The universe is amazing. I'm actually a big fan of all of the Harry Potter movies and the books.
See, I know all the lore, like a shit ton of the lore for Harry Potter, but I have not finished the series. I've never read Deathly Hallows, and I refuse to because I'm spiteful.
I've read
And
all of the
fuck
books.
J.K. Rowling.
Seen all the movies. Yeah, she's fucking crazy. But that's another point. That's beyond the point of this.
But I can accept the universe with ignoring that she exists.
I like the only thing that I have a problem with. Why the fuck did Ron and Hermione end up together? They shouldn't have.
Because she listened to a fan thing saying they want Hermione and Ron together.
Well, whatever. that entire point was stupid. But anyways, Voldemort: The Origins of the Heir. I mean, for a fan film that was crowdfunded,
It looks interesting. It kind of
yeah.
reminds me of a slightly. Uh, I'm trying to think of the word.
Okay, there we go.
Crap.
We're
All
back.
better.
So, anyways, as you were saying,
But it's just the quality of it's fantastic. It holds true to the actual storytelling. And Akuma, he makes an appearance. The original teacher makes an appearance, and then they made a sequel film. So if you ever get the chance, Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, oh, fucking great. Now, this looks like a poor quality version of that, and by that I just mean the video quality's down, the audio quality's a bit down, but that was just for the trailer. I'm not sure about the final cuts of the film.
yeah,
But once it comes out, I'll definitely give it a shot because I honestly love fan films because there's passion in it. There's a nice, deep, strong emotional connection to the source material, and they want to get that shit right.
yeah, yeah, and I agree. I think it looks very. I don't know. It looks fun, and I like the idea of exploring Tom Riddle's um, origins. I really like that idea because I don't know.
He's an interesting character, even though my problem with doing origin stories like after the main series is done is because you know how it's going to play out.
Well, and there have been people saying, oh yeah, well we want a Ron and Draco and Harry's kids movie, that generation of movie. But instead, they went back to the 1920s and went to America, which is really weird.
I don't know. I liked Fantastic Beasts.
No, I liked it too. I just thought it was. I don't understand why they went to the 20s and to America. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I get it. I mean, they were
It
able.
could what could be happening is that they're kind of making the the starts of where things what happened to lead up to the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, because well, this is the Grindelwald story and all. So,
Yeah,
but
it's still such a good fucking movie.
yeah. Um, so speaking of weird things that children should like, but we're
I
kind of excited about. Um, there is a live action Little Mermaid. In fact, there are actually three, but we're only going to talk about one of them, the only one that we really give a shit about, because we're never going to cover any of these live action, like the Beauty and the Beast live action remake.
we're not gonna do live action fairy tale movies.
Well, we're not going to do the basically, hey, let's take the cartoon and just make it with people. I'm sorry, give me more than just the exact same thing. Because I've seen Beauty and the Beast. I've seen it a lot actually. But my
Yeah,
my favorite movie when I was a child was The Little Mermaid.
it was a good one.
Um, but this is kind of a different take on it. It's
I've seen this story before, but I've never seen it in like spotlight media coverage.
this right here that we're talking about.
Yeah, like I've seen this version of the Little Mermaid told before. I just can't remember where. It was kind of like maybe it was like a Grimm's fairy tale thing. No, I remember this plot. I just don't remember where I remember it from. Right, years ago.
So, kind of what it looks like is it looks like honestly, it could be set, and we both Tanuki said this, and I completely agree. Is it could have been set in the Cirque du Freak universe. I don't know if you guys have seen that Cirque du Freak, the Vampire's Assistant. Decent movie. It didn't really. I guess it doesn't really follow true to the books, and it's just not as good because of that.
Yeah, it had a lot of potential that it fell flat on.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm,
still a moderate movie.
yeah, it's an okayish movie. Um, but this looks like it's almost set in the same universe. So the mermaid somehow lost her soul to some sort of, I don't know, what would you call that guy?
The Ringmaster.
Yeah, the ringmaster guy, and
You
he
go with
keep
the traditional title.
yeah, and she has legs when she's not in the tank, and when she's in the tank, she is a mermaid. It's really confusing. It's got looks like some decent action. Um, overall, it looks okay. It looks like a passable movie. I don't know if I'll go see it in theaters, but it was something worth talking about here. You know.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting premise. I don't know if I'll go see it in theaters. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's worth seeing
I
in theaters?
I might go see it in my discount theater.
Okay.
Like once it's been out a while,
Yeah.
because I have a nice little theater where you anytime a movie comes out and then it does its final run out in the open, it plays there, and I can go watch it for like $3.
Yeah, we have one of those too. Actually, it's like 3 miles
Actually,
from my house.
I think they're playing Snatched
I don't know
or
what that is.
Snatch.
I don't know what that is.
That the Guy Ritchie film.
From years ago?
Yeah,
Oh,
that sometimes they bring back old movies.
they do that in my regular theater too. Actually, it's very strange.
Yeah, they bring back some stuff.
So
Next on the list.
nice segue. So next on the list we have Black Panther, or as I lovingly call it, Hollow Earth the movie. Seriously.
it the origins of Black Panther. It's a bit wish-washy at times because Subby had no idea why any of the things were happening. It was kind of like when we watched the movie. Oh, we did watch The Thinning.
Oh yeah, we can actually talk about that. Hey, look at
Yeah,
that.
well,
We have a
we
movie.
do. Yeah, we completely forgot about because it was terrible.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that
Well,
at the end.
yeah, we
Or
may cut some of these out, and we'll
nah, fuck
so
it.
we have some.
We'll just
Oh,
keep.
we're doing.
Yeah, we'll just
All
keep
right.
going. Who cares?
Nah, fuck it. Okay. I want to see.
Um.
Yeah. Disney movies did kind of ruin the fairy tale movie scene for anybody making them.
Well, they took a lot of very grim and disgusting premises and tried to make them happy, and that's just not how this shit works.
I the Grimm tales are so much better.
They
Which
are.
which I have to say they kind of redeem themselves a little bit in that movie Into the Woods.
Yeah.
They redeemed it a little bit, not much, but it was if they made that like a straight up film instead of a musical. And I know
Yeah.
its origins as a musical. I know it was a musical before anything else, but that would have made a great just movie on its own.
Well, I mean, like if you look at they do that with musicals all the time. Look at Repo the Genetic Opera, and
I
then you have Repo Men.
I love actually those two have nothing to do with each other.
Yes, but they're similar.
Yeah, though they God, those two creators have been fighting each other and hate each other for years now because of it.
Meh.
And one's because he did a rock opera, and the other's because he wrote a book called Repossession Mambo, which has my favorite line to ever start a book ever. See, it's the first time I held a pancreas, I had an erection. If I ever come across it and if you ever get the chance, it's actually a fairly decent book. I'm still working my way through it, but it's a very the book is much more interesting than the film itself. I do like the film.
Oh,
Anyways,
actually, that reminds me. Remind me about Ready Player One at the end of this. We're gonna.
oh,
Anyways, so
I forgot they were making that into a movie.
have you read the book?
Yeah, I've read it twice.
I've read it 3 times. I got you beat. Haha.
Oh, fuck you, motherfucker.
So, anyways, back to the Black Panther. Um, I, I'm not excited about this movie at all. I don't care. Um,
I'm curious about because Calypso's in it. That's about it.
I mean, I'll see it. If it's good, I mean, I'll say it's good. If it's shit, I'll say it's shit. You know how we are. We
Yeah,
tell it how we calls it like we sees it.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. Anyways, yeah,
So
we'll give you our honest opinion about it to the best of our abilities, depending on how coherent I was when I was watching the film.
another movie that is in the same universe.
No, no, we barely touched Black Panther.
What do you want to say about it? Oh,
Okay,
they
well,
go to
we
El
gotta say more
Dorado.
than just like,
Congratulations, El Dorado's in Africa. Bleh.
well, we gotta explain why it's Hollow Earth, the movie.
Okay, so
Not everybody's gonna get the joke.
yeah, that's true. So the reason it's Hollow Earth is what they're hunting for. You know how everybody thinks El Dorado's in South America, and everybody's been hunting for centuries for El Dorado, the city of gold.
This
Well,
is the same thing, but call the gold vibranium.
yeah, and it's not in South America; it's in Africa. And the keeper, quote unquote, of what was it called? Waganda.
Yeah,
Waganda is the Black Panther, and I guess the people from inside and outside are trying to cross over, and they're trying to fight, and it looks like, doesn't it almost look like a black exploitation movie?
almost. It feels like they're just they're not trying to make a film. They're trying to make like how Luke Cage was a lot of black culture of the movie with superheroes.
Yeah. It looks
Like, oh, Pops has been cutting my hair for 23 years now,
so.
but add African accents.
I'm not excited about it whatsoever. Um, and it's not even that Black Panther's not an interesting character. I mean, he kind of is, and it looks
He's actually a really fascinating character. It's just this portrayal of him just kind of looks meh.
yeah.
Very
He
underwhelming.
yeah, he feels flat. Even from Civil War, he looked flat to me. He felt
Yeah.
really flat.
I mean, that's because Spider-Man stole the show.
He really did, and that's one movie I'm actually really excited to see is the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, that looks so fucking good. Also, Annie, yes, the Brothers Grimm original stories are fantastic. They're some of the best stories I've ever read. But yeah, it's just the character itself, the Black Panther, just kind of I don't feel anything. Normally I feel like some kind of connection, but I don't feel anything.
Yeah,
Like with Steve Rogers, at least, like his spirit and whatnot, like his gung ho spirit and his willpower and all that. That was interesting. And Tony Stark, though, I've never really been. I've laughed at his snarkiness, but I've never really enjoyed the character a whole lot. I like this. I like the character arc, but the character itself, I've always been. But as far as this one goes, it's just like, oh, here's this high politician who's actually a superhero on the side.
yeah,
And
and
it feels like
and
that's,
nobody notices.
and it just feel well. That's because they hide behind that whole like secret stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hearing the Brothers Grimm as a little kid, that shit. It's what turns people into metalheads. Now back to Black Panther. It's such a bland character to me. It just seems like it's been done. And
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it at all. For once, and I actually really enjoy watching superhero movies still. I don't have burnout yet.
Me either at all.
So it's amazing this one film for both of us it just does not play.
Well, there's one series of films in this entire universe that I have not been interested in since the get go, and that's the Thor movies. But this one
I love Thor.
looks fucking hilarious. I'm really excited to see it.
Well, just like the very start of that fucking trailer, it's like it's almost like they made a more 70s movie than
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah. Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy's been doing so well, they had to do something. I
Dun,
mean,
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just that intro.
it looks good. I'm quite excited for it.
I'm excited because I love Planet Hulk.
Yeah, and that's where this is going. Yeah.
Well, a little bit of it. They said this is the most you'll ever see of Planet Hulk. They're never going to do a live action movie of it.
Well, that's because I don't think they actually own the rights to Hulk making a Hulk movie
But they
anymore
do as a character to use.
because he's part of that universe already.
Oh.
Yeah, because they fucked up the Hulk twice already. So
Actually, I kind of like Edward
the,
Norton,
yeah, the
Bruce
Edward.
Banner.
Yeah, well, I liked all the. I didn't really care for the first Hulk movie that came out a few years back with the dogs and all that.
Yeah,
It was
Hulk dogs kind of ruined that movie, as well as everything else about that movie.
Yeah, that movie ruined that movie. But the Edward Norton version was pretty good. I was kind of I was actually pretty excited about that one, and then they just kind of sweep it under the rug and go, "That didn't happen. We're just gonna move on with what the fuck's his face?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, the guy that went crazy." Um, True.
I, I know it's just the roundabout way of saying it. Anyways,
I pull no punches. I, I'll talk shit about anybody. I don't care.
wait,
I don't care.
Oh, you hear that?
Are you playing with a gun?
No, that's the beautiful sound of a beer tap popping.
Oh.
I don't have a bottle, so it doesn't have the great pop noise I usually have. But for those curious, I'm drinking
Coors Light.
I should no. Eventually, I'm going to make this a thing. Like each podcast, I'm going to drink like a different beer. Try to, and then one day I'm drinking this beautiful, wonderful Coors Light. And nobody's going to get it except for the people that are listening to it right now. But I'm drinking Rheingeist Hustler. It's a red lager. That's so fucking good. Oh, it's like a Mr. Pibb almost.
So, I've got no segue into the next one. So, next movie, please.
Hey! Segues are hard.
Segues are hard. Just like making a good movie with Bruce Willis and Hayden Christensen. There we go.
Oh.
Did you like that one?
Bring it back around. Yeah.
I would stand up and smack my own ass, but that'd be pretty weird. So, anyways, First Kill. And this is one of the other ones that
I think I perfectly described it. It's Walking Tall with Bruce Willis instead of The Rock.
Yeah, and then randomly Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
And the shit part is Hayden Christensen is the main character of this movie. Bruce Willis is not.
Which
Bruce
Willis should just start being side characters now.
Bruce Willis should play Bruce Willis in films more. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god! What if they did it like with Bruce Campbell, with My Name Is Bruce, and have like Bruce Willis play like a washed-up action star, and it's just like he actually has to go through and play like an action role in real life.
It's so weird.
He just randomly comes across this drug conspiracy, and he has to like hunt down, and people like confuse him with like another Bruce. Bruce Willis should play Steven Seagal in On Deadly Ground. God damn it, Carl.
Carl always comes in with the heat.
Oh, dude, fucking throwing sliders.
So, anyways, basically, this film. What was that movie a few years ago? Um, was it Mark Wahlberg? And their kids get kidnapped or some shit, and they torture that guy trying to find out where their kids are.
Taken?
No,
I know he wasn't in that film, but
it wasn't Taken. I don't know who it was, and I don't know what the film was. But anyways,
that's like the worst. He
that movie
he
with the guy that I think it's this guy, but I don't think it's this guy.
his kids their kids were taken.
They were playing near a fucking like an old Winnebago, and then they go missing. Anyways,
Wait. I think it was called Missing.
was it?
It's the one with fucking Jake Gyllenhaal and shit in it.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yes, I was close. Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark
Jake
Wahlberg.
Gyllenhaal looks nothing like Mark Wahlberg. He's not nearly as short and stout.
I was close.
Not even.
I
Not even, dude.
I will keep saying that I was close until I am close. I am close. Leave me the fuck alone.
Fucking shit. Now, first kill. Kid takes his guy takes his kid hunting. They
Well,
witness a murder. They save the guy that got shot, and then the guy who got shot
kidnaps
kidnaps
his
the
kid
kid.
and tells him that he has to get the money out of the bank or some shit. I don't know it.
And
And
then
then they hunt
Bruce
him
Willis.
down. Then they hunt the guy down, and
Well, no. Bruce Willis reluctantly agrees to help the guy out eventually.
yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a very long, drawn out thriller movie that I'm not really interested in seeing all that much.
Oh, it looks so bad in so many ways.
Yeah, I mean, there's very little redeeming about this film. At least as far as the trailer goes. For all I know, it's going to be the best movie ever made, but doesn't look like it.
We need to get Tom Cruise to play Bruce Campbell playing Charlie Chaplin, starring in Schindler's List.
Yeah,
That almost sounds like it would be a comedy on the
wait,
same level, the same style as The Producers.
wait. Didn't we actually just watch that movie? Didn't they call it The Mummy?
Close enough.
Oh God.
No, put in Charlie Chaplin, you'd have to have Tom Cruise spinning a cane. So.
Or the little Hitler stash. Which, by the way, fun fact.
Schindler's List of slapstick talkie.
Did you know that Hitler was not the first one to make that mustache famous? Charlie Chaplin was.
Yeah.
That's a very fun fact. Right
Charlie
there.
Chaplin is a fucking amazing actor and director. Oh my god. Oh, that guy, talented beyond all reason.
Who? Wait, what?
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I spaced out for a second. So
Yeah, I feel your pain, Carl. I feel your pain. First kill, we feel pretty good with it.
no, but I think we're done.
Fair point. Fair point.
So, but there is a movie that I'm very, very excited about. That's not actually one of our typical type of movies that we would watch for this show.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a very serious film.
yeah, it looks like a drama action almost. It's called Shot Caller. And what was it? It's like this guy, he goes to prison because he was drinking and gets in a car accident, which kills his best friend.
Yeah, and it's just an accident, but they send him to prison for it anyways.
Yeah,
Not sure what the charges on it was, but I
yeah,
think it was like manslaughter or something.
involuntary manslaughter or something.
Yeah, which that would be crazy for
And
that. But
um, well, I mean that kind of stuff happens all the time, especially if you're drinking. you're gonna get nailed to the fucking wall for that.
Oh yeah, and this could be a private prison, so they could just be trying to get a quota fill and be working with the judge.
Yeah, I don't think that's what the point of the movie is, though.
Sorry. Like what? I I have this whole thing against private prisons. They're a bad idea. They should never exist ever.
Yeah, I
And okay, private prisons out of the way.
yeah, we're not talking about that.
Sorry, it's an interesting subject to talk about.
Well, that's not what we do here. We
Yeah,
do
well,
fun and stupid. We do fun and stupid.
radical tangent. Ah, anyways,
That is true. We do that
the,
too.
basically the guy, to make a first impression, like to show he's not a little bitch, he ends up getting into a fight with
This huge black guy. Huge.
yeah, huge, fucking huge.
He's huge.
And he ends up getting a conversation with the
White supremacist.
the Aryan Brotherhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, private prisons isn't politics.
Technically,
Need to get off this. I'm not going to talk about private prisons right now. Different time, different place. Anyways, so he talks to the white supremacist, which, if you hadn't noticed, one of the guys who plays the white supremacist was also, oh god, he was in Burn Notice. He played the lead guy in Burn Notice.
Did he?
Yeah, the guy that had like the glasses in the trailer, like black hair, black glasses.
Jeffrey Donovan. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He was in that, which I love that guy. Great actor. And what ends up happening is he starts making connections with the Aryan Brotherhood and starts getting really deep and loyal. And basically, what this story is alluding to is what happens when people get very severe punishments for certain crimes, and they go into the system not being really a criminal at all, and how the system changes them due to the environment of prisons.
Yeah. Well, actually, really, what it looks like is this guy goes into prison, ends up joining a gang to get protection, and eventually just goes fucking all out in the gang.
Yeah, and that happens.
It does. It's unfortunate, but you know.
Which I think that's an interesting way to talk about that film.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I guess in an environment like that, because let's be honest, prisons are very much divided by race. You know what I mean?
Oh, they absolutely are. And not just that, on top of the division of race, all the toxicness, just all the toxic behavior,
all the toxic masculinity.
Shut the fuck up.
But no, I agree. Just the basic idea is really good. It's gonna make a very good social commentary on an issue that is faced every day by inmates in prison.
Yeah, I really think it's a subject that should be talked about a little bit more.
Yeah. Because
if we just let it sit, then it's just gonna stay this way. It's gonna remain stagnant.
Yep, fester and turn into a huge cancer.
Exactly.
But it looks like a good movie. It looks very compelling. It looks very interesting. This is actually, honestly, out of all the movies we're going to talk about today, this is the one I'm most looking forward to.
I have one other movie that we'll talk about in a bit that I'm leaning to more, but that's just because that's my preferences. But talking about things being stagnant.
Oh.
So how has this movie not changed since you last saw it?
I don't know. It looks like garbage.
Stagnant garbage.
So, what we're talking about is Ellen Page is starring in the new Flatliners remake, which I don't know how many people have seen Flatliners.
You got the stage on this one, buddy.
Well, no, I was reading the fucking chat. It was really weird. There's something very weird at the bottom of our chat. I'm gonna move on with that. Move on beyond it. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh,
You just gotta accept it.
yeah, I know.
When we have Carl in chat, you don't know
That's
where it's gonna
not
go.
Carl. That's not Carl. That's Annie. That's all her.
Yeah, but Carl has the habit of devolving the chat.
That's true too. So, anyways, um, so
Flatliners. I'm not a fan of Ellen Page.
meh. I I have no real preference towards or against her. I don't really care.
It's kind of meh.
Yeah. Um,
But the film, if you're not
okay,
aware,
so yeah, back in the '80s they made this. It had the guy from 24. What was his name? He was also in The Lost Boys. What the fuck's that guy's name?
I'm gonna go with my default answer and say Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, that's definitely who it was. Fuck. His father was an actor. God damn it, I gotta look this up.
In the meantime, the movie's about
Kiefer Sutherland. It only takes me 3 seconds to look up things. You don't gotta move on.
I was trying to entertain while you're doing shit, but
No,
motherfucker.
so the original movie had Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, and a bunch of people that nobody cares about. So the movie back in the it was 1990. Back in 1990 was boring as shit.
27 years later.
This movie looks boring as shit.
God,
God, it looks so bad.
it's just like the whole premise essentially is these doctors, they are quote unquote doing research
Well,
about.
and the funny thing is in the original, they're not even doctors; they're med students.
Uh,
Yeah.
anyways, so these doctors, quote unquote, doing research about they kill themselves essentially,
See
and they
what's,
resuscitate their bodies.
yeah, to see what's on the other side, and then they start getting special powers, and then there's some sort of evil force on the other side that's trying to come after them.
Yeah, it's trying to kill them all.
It looks boring as shit. That
Ellen
movie
Page is a meh actor. I don't even know any of the other actors.
God, let me look it up here.
It's just
Yeah.
it all looks dumb.
Let's see.
And they're all obviously adrenaline junkies because they always keep trying to outdo themselves.
Kiefer Sutherland's in it again. Yeah, no. It's Diego Luna, Kiersey Clemens, Charlotte McKinney.
So no one of any worth.
Yeah, Nina Dobrev. Fuck is that?
And honestly, I have nothing against no-name actors. I really don't. There are people that I've seen who have incredible acting talent that are just like, they're just not in the spotlight. Don't know why, they just aren't.
Yeah.
Probably trouble networking or something like that. But I've seen amazing actors get put to the wayside for people who just, they're terrible.
They're garbage. They're garbage.
I mean, fucking Perez Hilton. I see him in movies. He should not be in movies.
I don't know who that is, but
Well, we're not going to talk. We're leaving it right there because I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that looks bad.
Speaking of horrible things, let's talk about Lake Alice. Now,
I'm not sure how I feel about this
I
yet.
know, me either. Because it looks like a sequel to The Strangers, which I think they already did a sequel to The Strangers.
I was thinking Wolf Creek.
No, no, Wolf Creek, the one that's set in Australia?
No. I was thinking Cry Wolf.
No, it looks like The Strangers.
Yeah, it really does look like Strangers 2.0, but with violence in it.
Yeah, instead of just weird creepiness.
Because that's all that movie was. It's just like they They fucking creep on that couple for what, 2 hours?
Yeah, and I don't think anything happens. I don't really
Then
remember. Oh wait, no,
then
everybody died, didn't they? Right at the
uh,
end.
the, the the couple died,
Yeah, and the people
and
get away.
the three people just drove off in their car.
Yeah.
That movie was fucking shit. And I hear people talk about, oh, that movie was so fucking scary. Like, those people staying in the woods for 2 hours.
No, you want to know what was actually a pretty decent movie from back around the same time? Was Vacancy.
Oh, that
Nobody ever
was the
talks about
one
it.
with Steve Carell in it, wasn't it?
Was it? I. Uh, you know me. I'm gonna look it up.
Yep. Prepare for the typing.
Kate Beckinsale, Luke Wilson, Frank Whaley. No.
Oh, it was Luke Wilson that I was thinking of, not Steve Carell.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I liked it. Actually, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
God,
No,
you're
I'm not.
such a bad person.
I'm
Wait.
a bad person for not seeing films you like.
Yes. Okay,
Fuck
wait.
you.
Wait. Have you seen Shawshank Redemption yet?
No.
Weren't you supposed to watch that 3 weeks ago?
I was supposed to watch that like 3 months ago.
No, but we talked about this, and you were gonna watch it 3 weeks ago, and then you never did because your dad.
Hey, it's on your Amazon account. I'll get to it eventually.
Really? Because what was the last thing you watched? Like you've been watching crap for days, for weeks actually, like 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. I watched The Last Witch Hunter.
Yeah, why did you do? Seriously, Shawshank Redemption is like 20 million times better than. Look at the chat. I just want you to look at what Amy's doing in the chat. God, you're a horrible fucking person. Horrible person.
Yeah, I really am.
But
I
then
told
again,
you I was going to ruin your Amazon Prime account if you gave me access to it.
I'm okay with that, but
As long as I eventually watch the good movies.
yeah, especially the ones that I pay for. Fucker.
Don't fucking lie. You're going to watch Shawshank yourself occasionally.
I haven't watched it a single time since I bought it.
Yeah. Same with Doctor Strange.
Yep, haven't watched that either. But
see, even movies that you intentionally want to watch, you still haven't watched them yet. We might actually, Carl. We're gonna have some downtime in the coming week, so we're thinking of watching Mulletville and a few other recommended movies that people want us to review.
Yeah, and we've actually got to do. We've got a special episode coming up sometime in the next couple weeks. We'll talk about that later. But anyways,
Even if you don't review it, you need to watch it. Yeah, it sounds interesting, dude. I definitely want to watch it.
So
probably for Shawshank.
So Lake Alice looks weird. I really don't know what to say about it. It looks like Fear mixed with The Strangers.
Yeah, I can see that. Essentially, newly made couple go up to the woods with the
in-laws,
and girl goes missing, and it's the middle of the snowstorm. So what happens is the killer shows up in the middle of the night when they're all asleep,
and starts
and bad
killing
shit
people.
happens.
Yeah. Fuck it, why not?
Like, that's all the trailer gives.
Yeah. Actually.
Annie, are you saying that Iron Skies wasn't a really bad?
No,
that was a bad Nazi movie, not a bad zombie movie.
So, no, a really bad zombie movie, Gangs of the Dead. Did we have this conversation before?
No, you mentioned it, and the first thing that I said was, wait, let me guess the title. And I guessed it perfectly.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It's like, it's dead gang warfare. I'm like, wait, is it called Gangs of the Dead? And he goes, oh, you've seen it? No, I've never heard in my life. Ever.
So,
fucking hell.
Lake
Alice is kind of like it's up in the air.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we may go see it. I don't know. We were supposed to go see It Comes at Night because that actually looks pretty decent. But like the description says, we
Wait,
are.
wait, wait.
What?
Annie, did you back Iron Skies? Wait, was Iron Skies crowdfunded?
I have no idea.
Huh. Oh my lord, that's actually beautiful. Small clap for Annie. A little round of applause.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh fuck you then.
She knows I appreciate her, even though she didn't know who I was until a week ago.
Yeah. Oh, Carl was a backer too.
I never hear
Interesting.
about crowdfunded things until it's too late.
I I personally helped crowdfund Laser Team, that movie on YouTube Red with Bernie Burns' crew from Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, but I don't know what that is either.
I like it. It's a fun film.
Um,
Now the next movie, Darkness Rising.
yeah. So, what does this look like to you? This looks like a what the fuck is that movie? It looks like a mix between. I always do the comparison between two movies to say, this is what the movie is. I don't know. Does that seem effective?
To reference two different movies and then say this is that movie, but with these two elements in it.
Yeah.
That's a commonly used thing. Yes, it
Yes.
works.
Okay. So this seems like Amityville Horror meets what's that movie where the couple is filming their house because there's weird shit going on in it.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, that one. What do you think?
Well, it wasn't really found footage, but I get what you're saying.
Well, the idea, like the premise of the entire film, not the way it was shot.
Yeah, it's a bottle movie, which the entire thing happens in a very enclosed area. Like this, the same would be like Paranormal Activity. It all happens in the house, or Amityville Horror. It mainly happens in the house.
Yeah.
They use that to save money on production value and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a problem with stuff like that because it just kind of makes it almost claustrophobic and cluttered for me sometimes.
Well, with Amityville Horror, that there's a specific reason. It's actually based on a true, quote unquote, true story.
Though it's like the true story could be like, oh, there was a scene in this movie where she's getting her haircut, and she was getting her haircut in during that day.
Well, we'll put it this way. Who was it? Ed Gein was the inspiration for Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Hannibal Lecter. All
Yeah,
three very different movies, but technically they're all based on a true story.
yeah, tad bit silly.
Well, not Psycho really, and neither was Lecter, but they were all from the same, starting point. Ed Gein, crazy guy that skins people, eats people, and has like fucking lamps made out of like bones and shit. Um, Anyways, Darkness Rising. Oh, you want to know another thing that I initially thought? Like, before they even got into the house and weird shit started happening, I'm like, this almost feels like that episode of Supernatural where they go in there and the symbol that's spray painted on the wall creates a monster, and whatever people believe about the monster is how the monster behaves. You
Oh
remember?
yeah,
Yeah, that because it's all spray painted and boarded up, so they go in and oh my god, there's a killer, except there's not a killer, it's the house that's the killer. It's so fucking weird. I don't know, it looks okay though.
yeah. It doesn't look terrible. I've seen worse premises.
Yeah. Um yeah, oh, another little movie that could be referenced towards this movie is The Grudge.
Yeah,
Because
It has that whole element of vengeful spirit attached to a house.
yeah, well, and then taking over a person's body,
Mm.
things like that, possession. I don't know. It's a lot of different elements all mixed together. I wonder if it's going to be convoluted at all. Like if it's going to just be so much stuff that it's just muddy and it doesn't work.
That's a big possibility. Though from what the trailer shows, it doesn't look bad. I'm actually interested because all the elements together look okay from what I'm seeing. But then again, that's just what I'm seeing right now. So we'll see where it goes. We watched like 20 horror films before this. Some of them we just watched to watch. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
I got on a little bit of a horror movie watching kick. Just the trailers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh man, some of those films look like poop.
yeah. So,
But
but
the
the last
the,
one,
the last one, well, second to last because we need to talk about the thinning.
oh god, fuck.
We need to talk about how terrible it is.
Yeah, okay, let's do this. The
So
last trailer that we're talking about,
I'm so excited for this.
I'm excited for it only because I liked Groundhog Day so much.
What'd
Series,
you think about Edge of Tomorrow?
meh.
I love that film. But that's because I actually read the source material.
Yeah, we've
The
talked
source
about this
material.
before. Yeah, I remember
Oh,
talking about
it's
this.
so fucking good. Anyways, so if you haven't guessed, it is a looping aspect in this film. The film we're talking about right now is Happy Death Day.
Yeah,
And as bad as the title of that is,
yeah. Oh god, that is a bad title.
you didn't realize that when we were talking earlier?
Yeah, no, I did. Wait, Tor, what should apart? YMS Tor, what should apart?
What, Edge of Tomorrow? We'll get back to you, Hateful. Uh, the uh, the whole premise is girl wakes up, goes through a normal day. It's her
Yeah,
birthday.
she takes the walk of shame.
She takes the first thing that happens is the walk of shame, and she gets back and everything's going good. And then she goes through a party. And then at the end of the night, when she's about to go to sleep, the killer comes in
With the
and
creepy baby face mask.
the babyface mask is fucked up. Obviously, seen that in my fucking Lovecraftian nightmares. Then he does what the namesake says, and kills her. And after he kills her, wakes up in the bed from the following morning.
No,
From the previous.
Yeah, from the same morning, and relives her entire day over and over again.
Yes.
And each time, that same killer finds her and kills her in a different way.
Yeah. Which I kind of find that interesting. And that's because you've not heard it, but a movie I was referencing earlier was The Triangle. And it's kind of the same thing where the person gets trapped in a loop and things go down, and the killer just keeps killing them over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought is that somehow, after being trapped in this loop over and over again of the killer killing her, that it's actually her killing herself to get out of this loop.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit strange, but I think that'd be an interesting concept.
Okay.
It's like eventually reliving the same day over and over just drives her insane.
Yeah. And, I mean, obviously, seeing as she's the only person that dies in the movie, she's obviously the final girl, so I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. I just said it. I like talking.
I like it when the words come out of my mouth hole.
So, This is actually very interesting. The guy who's directing this, he wrote and directed it, but he also wrote and directed Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
I want to see that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
I had it at one point. I don't know what happened to it. But he wrote Disturbia.
Oh,
That
that was a pretty good one.
2017. That movie's 10 years old.
Yeah,
Um, he wrote
I remember the
Paranormal.
fucking crazy girl I was dating at that time. It was not a fun time because she was actually crazy.
So he wrote Paranormal Activity 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, what a trooper!
Yeah. So, so that's, there's a lot that went into that.
Oh. Sorry, I don't like Paranormal Activity. Just because I hate found footage movies. There are very few that I actually enjoy.
This is, the gotcha, Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
not talking about Happy Death Day. But God, fuck that title name.
yeah, this is basically just Groundhog Day, the horror movie.
And I don't got a problem with that because I like when people I like the plot element of people dying and then figuring out what they did wrong and then like learning from their experiences over and over and over and over again. There's something very fascinating to me about that, and used in a live action sense. I mean, obviously, he's using Groundhog's Day to help him learn skills and learn about people and all that. While in this movie, it's teaching her like how to survive. So it's just a different aspect of what I've seen before. I've seen a lot of shows, animes, storybooks with the same element. I'm curious about how this movie will use it to its advantage.
A movie that this actually kind of reminds me of is I Know Who Killed Me.
Never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Um, I'm surprised actually. It's a horror movie where a girl is like kidnapped or something like that, and she's found, but it's not actually her or something. I don't know. It's so weird. And she's having flashes of herself being killed. But it stars Lindsay Lohan. Came out in 2007.
I know which movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about. I just lost interest because of Lindsay Lohan, but I will give it a shot.
it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. Um,
Well, it's hard to see great movies nowadays,
so
and
speaking of not great movies,
the one of the major not great ones.
God, that movie. So we watched. It's a YouTube Red movie. It's
It
called.
was his recommendation. God damn it!
Well, I mean, it looked decent. I mean, it looked decent for a fucking YouTube Red film. But it's called The Thinning, and the basic premise of the movie is it's set in the future. Too many people. Every country has to reduce their population by like 5% or some shit like that. So, some places they just say, oh, well, you can only have one kid. And then America, what they do is they have standardized testing where the lower performing students are killed, and they call it the thinning. That's what they call the exam and then the deaths afterwards.
And then we figure out that like if they killed 5% over the course of however long they were doing it.
K through 12.
Yeah,
5% of each class.
and I thought it was some ridiculous amount of numbers to the point
Okay,
where
so
they only had to do it once.
yeah.
They basically killed off like multiple generations
Yeah,
in one
basically.
go.
Yeah, what they ended up doing was they killed off 60% of the population of the next generation. 60%. Imagine losing 60% of the population of the planet in one generation. That would set the world back. Uh,
No, No hateful. I wish Battle Royale happened. This film
Yeah,
was not Battle Royale.
no, it was fucking garbage. Battle
We're gonna
Royale
ruin
would have
this
been
whole
so
fucking
better.
movie because this movie deserves to be ruined.
That and I mean, how many of the people that watch us are gonna have YouTube Red?
Not many, if
So
any. Yeah, I'm okay with 60% of the population dying too. Hateful.
yeah.
Even that 60%. Even if that 60% includes May.
Anyways, so this girl, she's she's the smartest person in her class. She somehow failed the exam.
And not only her, but also the big senator's son, who, well, what happens is the senator's son's girlfriend, getting a
The
little
yeah, the
too
year
deep here.
before. Yeah, the year
Yeah.
before gets killed.
And so he takes exception to that,
So he fails on purpose
and he ends up passing.
with like one of the lowest scores in the class.
It was
The highest
15%.
the highest score in the class
Fail.
gets failed. The jock gets passed. You know, it's basically a social commentary on privilege.
Life's, yeah. Basically, how the rich undermine the poor, and how they'll run the government the way they see fit, so things add up in their favor. And just a lot of this movie made no fucking sense.
Yeah,
Why were the needles? Why did the needles have drilling sounds?
yeah. Oh
Why?
god.
Are the emergency lights flashing red lights in the middle of darkness, while the ventilation shafts have better lighting in them than the hallways people are supposed to be walking down?
And
Why?
and you know what's the funniest thing is it was a YouTube Red movie, so you know it's all supposed to be, you know, all lovey dovey or some shit. But the funny thing I found was the black girl from Clueless was one of the teachers in the movie in this movie, but she came out and supported Donald Trump. I don't know how she got into a YouTube Red movie.
But she did.
Yep. So, oh god, it was so bad, so bad.
And then like it's a fight to the battle at the end, and then everybody's grades are reset to how they should be. The center goes, look, we're gonna have all the grades set, so all the people who passed, and all the people who failed. That includes my son. And essentially, he's one of the people who fucking worked the system, and from that, he lets his son die so he can use this as a jumping off point for his bid for the presidency later on, and how he can push himself away from all the conspiracy talk about it, so he
Yeah.
doesn't get dragged under with them. He finds his patsy, the patsy goes down, and he just wipes his hands clean of it. And the real kicker is that the people, they don't really die. They get taken to an underground facility where they are free labor to make the
The tests.
they make
The
the little
tests and
tablets for the
yeah.
tests. It's like, okay, you've done nothing. This has done nothing. You're still feeding these people and whatnot. You're just using them as free labor.
Yeah, it was so stupid and weird. I
It was such a fucking bullshitty concept too.
yeah. Oh, god, I was so disappointed. I thought it was gonna be good.
Yeah, he like, actually, this looks really good. Let's watch it. I go, okay. So we went in, we watched it, and holy fuck. Why are these thin
Right.
batons that are definitely not shock batons making zapping noises? How did that guy have enough time to put on the guard's clothes and then put all of his clothes on the guard?
Yeah.
Very fittingly, I might add. He must clothe unconscious bodies many a time. Is he a possible rapist? Maybe.
Eh.
The character, not the actor.
Well,
Just
could be
putting
the
that out
actor.
there.
Okay, well, I think that pretty much does it for the week.
Yeah, we really didn't have a whole lot to go on this
Yeah,
week.
so we made shit up. We danced for you,
We danced for your coin.
even though we're not getting paid.
Yeah, or any way, shape, or form for this. Jesus. We're trying to figure out when to do another one of these.
Yeah, it won't. It probably won't be this coming next week. We'll be at Vidcon. We may do one live. We don't know.
Well, we do them all live.
Well, like in person, where we are actually sitting there talking to each other.
So we will see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
all
that's gonna
depends.
work out.
Yeah, I'm not bringing my good laptop, and Subby's not bringing a laptop at all.
Yeah, I can't bring my desktop. It's just not gonna happen. So we probably will not be doing a show this coming week. It may be during the week actually, because I don't remember what day I get back, but I get back some random day, and we may do one later on in the week.
Yeah.
Probably not. I wouldn't expect an episode this coming week.
Yeah, we have nothing else. We've filled our dance card, paid full.
Yes.
We have no dance left in us. Talking about the thinning wears you out.
Well, then I'm pretty fucking exhausted already. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us for